Good day, I am Prophetess Sade Gilmore. Let me go here and share this information with you. I can't really recall if I ever shared it, but just thinking back over the 10-year process that the Lord, transformation that the Lord has completed in my life and is doing in my life, putting an end completely to the old me. One thing I would encourage you to start doing now, and I don't care if you think you don't arrive. I always, and it had to be nobody but God, because I wasn't experienced to the things of God in a certain sense. When I was growing up, I knew His name. I knew He was real because of the experience I had, but I always used to pray, even before I came to the Lord in April 2014. I always used to pray, Lord, make me into the woman of you that you created me to be. I didn't know what I was praying. There was nobody but God. But I always, and I'm going to say it again, I always used to pray, Lord, make me into the woman of you that you created me to be. So in short, I always used to pray, Lord, make me into the woman of God that you created for me to be. Hello? And He did just that. And still doing it. Was it easy? Was it hard? Did I have to cry sometime? But God. But God, I made it. But God, He can get the glory. But God, I have a story to tell. So, share it all that to say this. It's never too late nor too early. Start praying it. I don't care if you're not in the Lord right now. I don't care how it looks. I don't care if you're not even a believer right now. Ask the Lord. What is it gonna cost you? Pray. Ask Him, Lord, make me into the man of God that you created me to be. If you're a woman, Lord, make me into the woman of God you created me to be. I promise you, He gonna answer. You may have to cry sometime, but He gonna get you there if you allow Him to, because you prayed and asked it. So with that being said, I will encourage you. Be encouraged. Be careful what you ask for. But if you want it, He'll give it to you. He'll shape and mold you. He'll make you over. He'll change your identity. He'll change your name and give you a new name if you want it. It's there for you. It's available. It's made for you. I just gotta. It probably don't have nothing to do with the video, but I feel led to mention this before I go. I was listening. Okay, so I'm gonna tell the whole story. When I woke up this morning, I heard the chorus part of Dietrich Haddon's song, "Well Done," right? So I immediately, like, okay, Lord, you want me to go listen to the song? I'm listening to it, singing it, worship and all that. Like, Lord, why you want me to? Why I'm hearing "Well Done," all right? Different video, but make a story short, Worthy comes on by Anthony Brown. You thought I was worth saving. That song. And it gets to a part where he said, you thought I was worth to die for. Do you not understand? I mean, it broke me even the more when you think about it. He thought you was worth dying for. He didn't have to go to the cross. Yeah, it was his assignment. Yeah, he came, God came into the flesh, but he chose to lay his life down for you and I. He chose to die for you. I don't think y'all fully get that. You know, we look for that type of love in a fleshly man, in a fleshly woman. Would you die for me? But somebody already have. And his name is Jesus. His name is not Muhammad. His name is not Buddha, Allah. His name is not none of these crazy names y'all may believe. I know him by the name of Jesus, and I know that to be true. I don't care what your mama may told you. But when I was a little girl, around the age of 8 years old, I'm going to tell it again before I go. Baby, I have a cousin that's buku older than me. That means she's super older than me. At the time, she was probably in her 40s. It was just me and her. She was in the back sleeping during the day, taking her a nap. She was sleep. She was really sleep. It was not unusual for me to go out and get the mail. I had did it many days before. It's my neighborhood, right? I was probably 9 or 8. One of them. I was a young girl. This day happened to be like any other day. I go out, mail carrier in, I go to get the mail. But this time, I end up locking the door on my way out. Unknownly to me, I lock the door behind me. Get the mail, come back to the door to come back into the house. I go to open the door is locked. I didn't think, and it had to be God because he wanted me, he gave me this testimony. He the one who proved to me that he was real. I mean, I didn't ask him to because I was a little girl, of course. But it was nobody but God. I didn't think, oh, let me knock on the window, my cousin window. Let me knock on her door and wake her up. I didn't think to do none of that. I'm a little kid. I just thought to, let me sit on this bench. Because she had a little green plastic couch. I call it bench, but a little green plastic couch. I sat there and I had the urge to pray. Believe it or not, yeah, I did. And I simply said, Jesus, unlock the door. I didn't say Buddha, unlock the door. I didn't say Allah, unlock the door. I didn't say Muhammad, unlock the door. I didn't say no other name but Jesus. Unlock the door. Simple, kiddish, we can call it young kiddish prayer. Because we think our prayers got to be so big. I didn't really know nothing about praying. All I knew the name to call on. Because yes, I went to church, so I knew the name of Jesus. I just wasn't spiritually knowledge too much of. But I simply said, Jesus, unlock the door. And no lie before God. It wasn't even 10 minutes later. I want to say maybe 3 to 5 minutes later, I had the urge to get up and go back to that same door that was just locked and check it again. Oh my God, Jesus. No lie before God. When I went back to that door that was locked was now unlocked. And I was able to get in back into the house. I dare you to try him. I dare you to ask him to prove to you that he is who he say he is if you are an unbeliever. Or maybe you want to stray for whatever reason. Don't think it's wrong to ask God to prove himself to you. Prove to me that you are who you say you are, Lord.